Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with the Nostalgia Critic. Today, well, watch your step and keep aware of that house, because we got the monster house. Yeah, it's not filled with monsters. The monster is the house. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let's just say it's one of those classics that people totally forget happened. And, ironically, first day of Nostalgia Week. Let's check it out. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's rock and roll.
This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. Daily fantasy sports made easy. Also brought to you by DoorDash, the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door.
Oh. Wait, Solo Shamrock? Halloween 3 reference,
Hello,
nice.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have.
Hey, Critic.
And welcome to
Nostalgia Week, baby!
Still at my house. Still at my goddamn house while the studio is still being fixed up. I feel like this place is just eating me up. You can guess what the segue is.
Yeah. What happened to the studio? Did it, like, destroyed or something?
What do you get when the writers of Rick and Morty mix with the writer of Nine and Corpse Bride? Family-friendly entertainment, of course. Monster House was released in 2006, produced by Steven Spielberg, and using Robert Zemeckis' motion capture animation at the time. And boy, does that show. Okay, it's not quite Polar Express AI art trying to eat you, but we can all agree this is another one of those movies where things never quite looked or moved right. But to the film's credit, that kind of works in its favor. Monster House is certainly a freaky and unique idea about a house that literally eats people. It sounds like a story you would make up as kids, so it only makes sense kids would be at the center of it. With the critical response being mostly positive and the box office not doing great, but combined with overseas, it balanced out alright. The film is getting a following around this time of year for being a family-friendly Halloween movie that kids can watch, but still has enough of a bite and oddness to it that makes it stand out. So,
no kidding, a monster.
Later,
Look at
this
this.
oddness still helps it out, or if it just leaves it odd.
Ugh.
So from another house I swear is trying to keep me trapped here, this is Monster House.
Here we go. Ooh.
I'm already confused. What season does this take place in?
Halloween?
We open on a kid passing by a creepy old house owned by a creepy old man named Nevercracker, which almost sounds like a combination of slurs.
Do you want to be eaten alive? Get out of here!
He's played by, in case you couldn't guess, Steve Buscemi. As I suppose the animators were sick of hearing he's the ugliest cute since Gollum that they finally just made him look like Gollum. He's watched by a little boy named DJ, who documents all the toys the old man takes from kids who trespass on his property. His friend Chowder is visiting as his parents are heading out of town.
Have you decided Skulzer or Crypt Keeper? Chowder, I don't think I'm going trick-or-treating this year.
But as a combination of every fat kid in movies, this disturbs me. Like I mentioned...
Like, and the fact that it's Chowder, like, there was like that Cartoon Network show, Chowder, which actually had a kid named Chowder. I can't help but think of this kid, that guy, when I think about the name Chowder. Like, who names their kid that? Like, I have to ask, like, what the heck? Anyway.
Before, the motion capture can be a touch distracting, but I think
You
it
think
works
they
better
did that on
in this
purpose,
than Polar
or-
Express because it's not at all trying to look real. Where Polar Express tried to combine kids' book illustrations with real life, this one feels like it's only trying to do the kids' book illustrations. So the style isn't quite as
trying to use the
Frankenstein
Uncanny
on
Valley?
or
Makes
the
sense, I
equivalent
guess.
of a Flash movie.
Why?
I don't know why, but this gets a really big laugh out of me.
Oh!
Ah, my nose is in my brain! Let me see. Oh my god. What? You're a dork.
My doctor was right, and really mean.
You're a dork!
The basketball bounces over to Nevercracker's lawn. And just as DJ tries to retrieve it, Nevercracker tries to retrieve him, just as God tries to retrieve Nevercracker.
Yep. They get the
Please,
ball.
I thought the only death
Hey,
in
get
these
off me,
movies
get
was
off
the
me,
box
get off
office
me.
for Mars Needs Moms.
Hey.
The house, quite frankly, uses a fire effect I'm pretty sure I have, and instantly seems to come to life. It's pretty cool how quickly the house seems to form a personality. Like how this cracked window looks like it's trying to slit DJ's throat.
Kinda
It's
does.
like a haunting remake if it was intentionally a kid's cartoon.
Oof.
The babysitter named Z arrives, played by Maggie
Hi, Z.
Gyllenhaal, And much like the house, almost everybody in this is some kind of monster.
Why'd you break that?
But
I didn't do it.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Who are they gonna believe?
These characters are making the Home Alone family look sweet.
No kidding. I'm with you.
We're given a pretty imaginative and pretty creepy moment when a very familiar shadow makes its way into his room.
Huh? Ooh.
DJ, the house is coming from inside the house. It doesn't help that it makes literal house calls too.
What the? Yellow.
Hello.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Do people still know what that is?
Z has her boyfriend Bones over, played by Jason Lee, because that was the law. You literally couldn't shoot anything without Jason Lee back then. And he's about as supportive as he is.
Did you know he was
Oh
serious?
man, give her back.
You mind?
Oh, come on.
Broke.
I have a Lola Bunny doll for that! When Bones is thrown out of the house, the other house is more than happy to take him in, taunting him with the kite Nevercracker took when he was a child.
Just a.
Hey,
Shit.
Bonesy.
Whoa!
That's the last you'll ever see of Jason Lee again. No, really, look him up. Where'd he go? DJ meets up with Chowder and they go to inspect the house to see if Nevercracker really is back from the grave. The house literally tries to eat him up, though, and they go back home.
Grace, come here. There's a sinister-looking kid I want you to see.
We're introduced to Jenny, a kid selling candy for her school, and apparently is a pretty good saleswoman.
Parents left you $40 in emergency money. They left me 30. You give me 20, I write a receipt for 30, and you pocket 10.
You're good.
I can spend that on the ponies. You gamble too?
Pardon?
These ponies. I'm like 12. She makes...
Yeah, no kidding. And, well, I think we all know where this is going with the whole trailer. I think they actually showed this. Though, they don't really... Okay, sorry, I'm just remembering back to the trailer, because I do remember the trailer. They showed a lot of this. Like, you guys know what's coming up, right? She's about to try to settle the house. House tried to eat her, and, well, you know. You know, back then, trailers did spoil a lot from the movie. Like, nowadays, you could easily, you know, edit out to, you know, trick the audience. But here, couldn't do that, so what you saw in the trailer, what you got in the film. Is it just me? I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Like, you get too much from the trailer, or the trailer tries to trick you into thinking one thing's happening but another? What do you guys think? Anyway.
Makes her way to the next house, and DJ and Chowder try to stop her.
Come here. Yes, over here.
Are you guys mentally challenged? If you are, I'm certified to teach you baseball.
Man, I
Baseball?
thought the 80s and 90s were the decades to find clips that didn't age well.
No kidding.
But I guess Charlie's Angels came out around the same time. Mm-hmm. The house tries to gobble her up, but they save her just in time.
Yoink!
Tell that house that clearly just saw haunting you to stop lying. It's not haunted.
You want to tell me what's going on?
They bring her up to
House
speed
is
on what's
alive.
going on with the house, while also trying to unimpressively impress her.
Hey, DJ, got any beer?
What? Gummy beer?
Hello there.
I was just
Stop,
busy
Chowder.
making
Stop.
this a PG movie. I can say up to 3 bad words, too.
Two-term class president at Westbrook Prep.
There's a great taco stand near there.
I hate Mexican food.
Me too.
Dumper, weirdly, there's nothing more American than loving Mexican food, and
Odd.
for some reason, Taco Bell. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but it's also very American.
Just sits there waiting, mocking us with its mouseness.
May I please use your phone?
What you just saw is a training video for how to handle a Russell Brand.
Oh!
Oh!
House continues to gobble things up, so they call the cops, played by Nick Cannon and Kevin James.
Really?
We have reason to believe that there's a dangerous creature inside that house.
Problem is, it sounds kinda not real.
If that house is alive, then I'm the president of the United States.
Oh, dear God.
God, that almost sounds sensible now.
Yep.
We'll go to an expert.
They go to a guy named Skull, played by John Heater,
Skull?
who they consider the smartest guy in the world. And as you can already see, that seems
Yeah, he's not.
very unlikely. Or maybe he was until he met this guy.
You've got to strike at the source of life, the heart.
But houses don't have hearts.
You might be right about that.
That's not true. You just have to get it some home, Zach, and soon it'll be the house from Encanto.
If only. Well, you know, that's probably not gonna be true. I mean, you guys know how things go, right? I mean, I'm just trying to remember since, you know, never actually seen this myself, so... I'm not gonna try to spoil anything else, so I'm just gonna let's just get back to the film, huh?
So the kids try to start with the heart and figure since the chimney is always burning, the furnace must be the heart.
If we want to put out the fire, we're gonna have to go inside.
I legit love this plan they come up with for how to sneak in without getting gobbled up.
We fill the dummy with a few gallons of cold medicine. Feed the dummy to the house. House eats the medicine. House goes to sleep. We get in there, douse the fire, and get out.
I think it just needs a painted tunnel and a wall to run through, but aside from that, it's very sound logic.
Fair.
They start putting the plan together. We zoom in on this very unimpressive picture. Why does he keep that? Oh, for a scene transition. Got it. And they Toy Story 2 their way to the house.
All right, little vacuum cleaner dummy. You don't be scared. That's not how I trained you. I love you, vacuum cleaner dummy.
You know I'm glad
Vacuum
these characters are fictional because I don't want to think about what they do when they're alone.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cops ruin the plan, though, and end up getting eaten instead. I am okay with this. A
Hi,
little of them
cops.
goes a long way. Or at the very least, this one.
Drop your weapons. Huh? You hear that? Diva Diva, you guys are going to jail. You tested me? Hot Top Girl? We are super cops.
Yeah, I doubt this is one of Nick Cannon's higher rated performances. Oh, guess it is.
That is illegal!
I'm not a big jump scare guy. I think most of them are pretty lame, but I do laugh at how well this one's timed out.
Just try to stay calm, okay? We'll be alright if we just stay calm.
You were saying?
It's no Exorcist 3, but it's Exorcist 3 Junior.
Yeah, it works, but
God,
damn.
I'm just wondering what that production would be like. The house eats up the car, but the kids get out before they're torn to shreds. The house seems unaware they're inside, and they try sneaking around without waking it up.
DJ, did you ever see a wife?
No, but I heard he posed for a photo series called American Goddamn.
There, right there, shoot it!
They get scared and shoot their super soakers. No, really, what did they think those were gonna do? They start to put together the layout of the house.
If those are the teeth, and that's the tongue, then that must be the uvula.
You for the what now?
Spoilers. They make their way downstairs where they locate all the toys that were taken over the years.
Shooting
they
it.
find his wife Constance, or at least her body encased in cement, and apparently he built a secret shrine to her.
Why would he build her a shrine if he murdered her?
Okay, I really love this movie. Could it just been about a haunted house that eats people? Honestly, that would have been enough, but they're very smart to put in a lot of unexpected turns. For a kid's movie, it's not exactly the easiest to figure out, and I really like that.
Oh, shit.
What do you know, she really was big-boned. The house wakes up, and in a shot that's so cool, I actually had to rewind it to see how it worked. The kids discover it's using the reflection of the windows to shine light on them.
Bye, Tanner. And pipes,
This
too.
is like the scary toy room in Polar Express if it was like half the movie.
No kidding.
They get the house to gag up and spit them out. God, so many moments in this review almost sound dirty. And we're given what I consider a really good twist. Like, I legit did not see this coming. Nevercracker is still alive.
Honey?
I'm home.
I'm home.
That's right. The
house is
actually
Constance.
his dead wife Constance the whole time.
Oh, but it's no problem, sweetheart. It's no problem at all.
It's her. The house is her.
I don't care if this is a kid's movie, that is a really good twist.
Yeah, no
In a
kidding.
flashback, we see she was the fat lady at a circus, and Nevercracker's heart went out to her for being so mistreated. And thus, they ran away together.
I can take you away from here.
Yes.
Constance is voiced by Kathleen Turner, which it's so funny seeing her going from a seductive, calm, sexy anime character to a rage-filled one literally from a freak show. And she matches them both perfectly.
It's Halloween.
No, it's my house, and they're hurting me!
As long as I'm here, I will never let anyone hurt you.
There's also, in kind of a strange way, a very sweet romance in here. You feel like these two didn't have many people that looked out for them. And you do feel bad whenever she's made fun of and he instantly comes in to try to protect her. With that said, it still keeps its dark and humorous edge when you see how she's done in.
Like what, so? Accidentally trips and... Sunroom.
Yeah, it's always convenient when you can combine the cause of death with the burial ritual. So
Yeah, so... That's why dude was there. Basically, you fuck with... He was trying to protect the kids from the house, which, well, as you can see for Constance, yikes. Oof. You gotta feel bad for her, you know? Just wanted a peaceful life, kids did not do that, and accidentally killed herself. thus become the monster house. And, well, you'll see why Eustace, or aka the husband, was keeping the kids off. Watch.
Constance ends up hating Halloween because she associates it with how she died. And Nevercracker tries scaring kids away, literally for their own good.
I know that you've been protecting us all these years. But
Please, you
now
gotta
it's
let her
our turn
go.
to protect you. Let her go.
When he's encouraged to move on with his life, no big surprise, Constance freaks out and tries to attack.
And, yep, we got a moving house
The way the
now.
trees connect to the house as arms to make it move is pretty damn cool. It's fun seeing how this monster changes and evolves throughout the movie.
Oh, now. Oh.
Oh, don't rub there. That's her. You know, I don't want to imagine what's what with this thing anymore.
Yeah, good call. Just move on. I think
Tries blowing up the house, hoping it will allow her soul to move on, but once again, big shock, she doesn't like that, so the kids try to help him out.
Take this. What? You have to help me, please.
Man, handling explosives and heavy machinery?
Yeehaw.
Remember when talking about beers was the most concerning part of this PG movie?
No kidding.
So they plan to throw the dynamite in the chimney to finally blow up the house and... Or maybe that works too, okay.
About that.
No, of course that doesn't work because monster movies, and I'll be honest, the climax goes on a little bit. It's not bad or anything, it's just kind of your generic typical fare that, weirdly, a movie with this good a script doesn't feel that creative. Even when the house takes a different shape, it's not as much fun as the first design. It kind of looks like one of those prickly stress balls you had as a kid.
Kinda
It's
does.
just kind of waiting for the usual stuff to happen, with people running, jumping, screaming, swinging on things. But it doesn't go on forever. The dynamite is finally tossed into the chimney, blowing up the house for good. Nevercracker is heartbroken, but he also finds joy in the both of them being released from their misery. Yeah, I think it's kind of an odd moment to sort out.
I'm free.
We're free. Well, he's happy.
For the trick-or-treaters, they give back all the toys the house took over the years,
Aw.
just as DJ's parents return home.
Right, thanks.
After all that time Chowder tried to get his basketball back from the house, we get a pretty funny payoff.
Ow.
I think I like baseball now.
They finally decide to go trick-or-treating, and to make all the parents happy, all the people gobbled up are free during the credits.
You and I inspect some candy, huh?
We should go eat some candy too.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But still, this movie's
Yeah,
pretty...
no deaths, so that's good.
I can't quite put it up there with the other Halloween
I
cartoons
guess that's how they
watch
kept the
every year, but
PG-13,
the script
you know?
is much smarter than it has any right to be. It's a wildly imaginative idea, and though a touch dated, the animation still has enough style to be enjoyable.
Does
It's
have
not
to
a
be
Halloween
creepy
movie
factor.
I watch
I'll
every
give you
year,
that.
but maybe every 5 years I'll pop it in and watch it again. Because let's face it, it's a bright script with a bright premise, and my guess is, still has a bright future.
Amen.
Not that I have much of one, still doing nostalgia weens here at my house. I mean, by God, how long do I have to keep filming, Amir? What is that?
What is it? What is? Ready?
Oh my God, it's to be continued!
Aw.
I love you, vacuum cleaner dummy.
And I'll have to keep that in there. So I'm guessing this nostalgic ween, there's gonna be an overlapping story of Critic moving back to the studio. At least, I think. Remember the whole house keeping them there? Which, by the way, I gotta figure out what the heck is going on that's making, you know, Critics stay at this house and not the studio. I have to look it up. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, see ya!